And so if you're a parent, you got a kid in some other part of the country, call them up, exchange observations.
My 11-year-old brain wasn't sure what it meant, or even if I should really care. I mean, New York City was a long way from our little farm. But then we saw it.
And now we have quite a bit of smoke and flame pouring out of the eastern side of tower number 1.
The world turned on the TV and saw what was happening to my home, the home where we live, where we learned the value of hard work, where we learned the value of living with integrity and morality, the home where we were raised. For the first time in my young life, my home became more than just my family, more than my favorite horse, more than my dreams for the future. Suddenly, my home became much bigger. It was the first time I remember praying for my home country. For the first time in my young life, I was worried about more than my little corner of life. Everything changed that day. It was the first time I truly remember understanding what it meant to be a hero. It was the first time I understood what it meant to be a part of something so much bigger than yourself. It was the first time I truly understood what it meant to be an American. 17 years later, and I still remember that feeling.
The top floors collapsed down.
That feeling that my neighbor across the street, the stranger in the gas station, that family on the sidewalk, that they were all my family. It was one of the only times in my life where I don't remember a single label. Every person in America came together that day. Rancher, suburbanite, black, white, immigrant, gay, straight, Democrat, Republican. There was only one label that day: American. What happened that day and the days following proved that we have what it takes. This country has what it takes to come together. We all became that man looking out of the window of Air Force One that day. We all looked at our country with clenched jaws and lines of worry on our foreheads, but with ferocious determination in our hearts.
Looks like 6, 7 floors were taken out. And there's more explosions right now. Hold on, people are running.
Hold on just a moment. We've got an explosion inside.
The building's exploding right now. You got people running up the street.
That day, nothing else mattered. The hate, the vitriol of politics, the annoying hamster wheel of our daily minutia, it all faded away. For that day, we were family. And family protects one another at all costs. Family will give their own life to protect their own.
United 93, do you still hear Cleveland? United 93, United 903, do you hear Cleveland?
When he told the guys, "Are you ready?" I assumed that they were waiting on his cue. Then they responded to him and he said, "Okay, let's roll."
And would you please help me welcome his wife, Lisa Beamer, here tonight.
17 years later, I have a better understanding of what happened in our country that day. Horrifying acts caused something miraculous to happen. We became one that day. We all wish it didn't have to happen that way, and we still grieve for the ones we lost. But as a country, we gained an understanding of who we really are. Red, white, and blue go together. And just like the colors of the flag, we need one another to be whole. On this anniversary, let us remember what it felt like to be one. And maybe, just maybe, the greatest honor for those we lost is for us to stop fighting with one another. Because at the end of the day, whether we agree with each other or not, we're all still family.